Hello children. So welcome to aimsindia's online classes children. So today from physics subject measurement topic we are going to learn. So our today's concept is regarding measurement of mass. We can do the measurement of mass with the help of beam balance. By taking one known standard mass, we can measure the mass of any other object by comparing its mass with standard mass. So for this purpose, we will make use of beam balance, or it is also called as physical balance. It is also called as physical balance. With the help of physical balance, we can learn how to measure the mass. So we are going to understand the functioning and structure of physical balance with the help of this video children. So try to listen the video carefully.
To determine the mass of two different objects using beam balance, physical balance.
One minute children.
To determine the mass of two different objects using beam balance, physical balance. Physical balance works on the principle of moments, according to which, if a body is in equilibrium under a number of forces acting on a plane, then the sum of anti-clockwise moments is equal to the sum of clockwise moments. Madam, how can we determine the mass of two different objects using beam balance, physical balance? For a physical balance having equal arms, A, weight of the object in left pan into A is equal to weight of standard weights in right pan into A. As G is constant at the place, therefore, mass of the object in left pan is equal to mass of standard weight in right pan. Let's do an experiment to determine the mass of two different objects using beam balance. Physical balance. Our aim here is to determine the mass of two different objects using beam balance. Physical balance. The materials required are physical balance, beam balance, weight box with fractional weights, two given objects whose masses are to be measured. Procedure. First of all, adjust the baseboard horizontal by adjusting leveling screws provided at the base in such a way that the plumb line hangs exactly over the fixed pointed tip T. Now, lift the beam softly without any jerk with the help of the lever attached near the baseboard. Check the position of the pointer on the scale. It should stay at rest and coincide with the zero mark on the scale, or move to and fro equal divisions over the scale about the zero division. If pointer is moving more in one direction, then rotate the adjusting screw S1 of that side outward, or screw S2 of other side inward, until the pointer starts to stay at rest at 0, or move equal divisions over the scale about 0 division. When screw S1 or S2 is rotated, the beam should be lowered down using lever, and when checked, the beam should be lifted using lever. Place the object whose mass is to be measured in the left pan and standard weights in the right pan. Now take a rough idea of the mass of the object to be measured. If the pointer is moving more towards the object pan, left pan, for 40 grams standard weight in right pan, and moving more towards the stand and weights pan, right pan, at 50 grams standard weight, then mass of the object will be between 40 gram and 50 gram. Now place 40 plus 50 divided by 2 is equal to 45 gram standard weights in right pan, and again check the position of the pointer. If pointer is moving more towards the standard weight pan, then mass of the object is between 40 gram and 45 gram. Now again repeat the step 6 by reducing weight till the range is reduced to 1 gram. Now repeat the step 6 with fractional weight till the range is reduced to 1 milligram. Now bring the beam in rest position using lever and collect the weights and add them to find gravitational mass of the object. Remove the first object from the left pan and place another object in this pan. Now repeat steps 5 to 10 to find the gravitational mass of the second object. Observations. Object mass x in gram, mass y in milligram, total mass x plus y in gram. Result. Mass of the first object m1 is equal to x gram. Mass of the second object m2 is equal to x gram. Precautions. Physical balance should be leveled with the help of leveling screw before performing the experiment. The pans should be clean and dry and should be at rest properly on knife edges. The beam should be raised without any jerk using lever. The side windows should be closed before raising the beam through lever. The pointer should move equal divisions on both sides of the 0 mark. When beam is raised and both pans are empty, the body whose mass has to be measured should be placed in left pan and standard weights should be placed in right pan. Standard weights should be placed in the pan using forceps only when beam is in rest position. Sources of error. If the door and windows of the balance are not closed, then air might disturb the weighing process. The weight used may not be standard. Friction at various parts of the balance can produce error.
Thank you, ma'am, for this knowledgeable experiment.
Okay, children. Now let's try to let me introduce once again. Let me explain once again. So the object to be weighed is placed on one of the pans. So if this is the beam balance, children, so we have to place the object here, one of the pans. The standard weights to be placed in another pan. Suppose this is left pan, this is right pan. The object to be placed in left pan and the standard weights to be placed in right pan. So when, in what way? Till both the pans are balanced and the beam is horizontal once again. So whatever this beam is there, if the weight is more, then beam will become like this. So here, beam will become like this. Beam will become somewhat slant. If this weight is more, if this weight is more, if this weight is less, this beam will become somewhat slant. So we have to keep the weights and we have to reduce the weights or we have to increase the weights, because object weight we have to discuss, find out. We can increase the weights or decrease the weight until the beam is horizontal or balanced. So then if the beam is balanced, then mass of the object is equal to the sum of the total standard weights used. This is regarding normal balance. Whereas in physical balance also, we will follow this same rule. Actually, in normal balance, if you go to any vegetable market for buying vegetables, they will follow this principle. If you want to buy 1 kilo of tomatoes, 1 kilo they will keep here, 1 kilo stone they will keep here, and they will be adding tomatoes, goes on adding until the beam is balanced. The same principle is used in physical balance also. So the physical balance, it is used when greater degree of accuracy is required. So for example, if you want to find the mass of gold or diamond, if you go to jewelry shop or diamond shop, there they will be having physical balance fixed in their shop. With the help of physical balance, they will measure the gold or diamond because the gold is too costly. So nowadays the gold rate is around 1 tola of gold, 10 grams. 10 grams of gold is rupees 50,000. Is rupees 50,000. So then what about 1 gram? 1 gram is 5,000. 1 gram is 5,000 rupees. 1 gram is 5,000 rupees. If the goldsmith or the shop owner, if we give 1 gram extra to you, 5,000 will be lost to him. Or if you take 1 gram less, if the measurement is 1 gram less, so then 5,000 rupees lost to us will happen. So that's why for measuring gold or diamond, we need great degree of accuracy. So 100% correct value we need. So that's why we will make use of this physical balance instead of this common balance. So here, so physical balance, it is used in school laboratories also for finding relative density or mass. In the laboratory, we will make use of physical balance. So physical balance is enclosed, means closed in a glass case, so that air current, means the flow of air, does not affect the measurement, because physical balance is very sensitive. If the air blows with a great speed, because of that physical balance will get affected, the measurement will change. So that's why the physical balance is closed in a glass case to avoid air currents. So next, so this is physical balance. So normal diagram of a physical balance or beam balance. So this is one pan, this is one pan. Here leveling screw, here leveling screw for the base attached to the base, so that by adjusting the leveling screws we can make the base horizontal. So this is a lever, and this is a plumb line, acts like index line. This is a pointer, this is a pillar, this is scale, this is a balancing screw, this is beam. Like that, it is having so many parts. Physical balance is having so many parts. So the main parts of physical balance are leveling screws, pointer, plumb line, adjustment knob, pans, balancing screws. So now let's understand the working of each in detail. First, leveling screws. So what is the use of these leveling screws? They are used to, their main purpose is to make the base horizontal. Okay, that is their main purpose. So adjustment of the screws make the base horizontal. So next, plumb line indicates whether the balance is horizontal or not. In the horizontal position of balance, the plumb line remains aligned with the pointed end of the knob fixed to the pillar. Means 1 minute. So for the pillar, this pointer is there. This is the plumb line. If the base is horizontal, so then both of this pointer and plumb line align in the same line. Means they align parallel. This plumb line, this pointer fixed to the pillar, they align parallel. So when the base is horizontal, so that's why if the base is horizontal or not, we can know with the help of this plumb line. If the plumb line is parallel to the pointer, then the base is horizontal. If not, we have to adjust the leveling screws to make it horizontal, to make them parallel. So next, So pans, the object to be weighed is placed in the left pan. The weights are placed in the right pan with the help of forceps, because we should not touch with them with our hand. So from our hand, dust may touch the weights, and the weights may increase or decrease. So that's why we have to make use of the forceps for holding the weights. So the weight box will be having all kinds of weights, including kilograms, grams, milligrams, still decigrams, centigrams, like that. It will be having all types of weights placed in one box called weight box. So when the balance is not in use, the pillar supporting the beam is lowered and the pans rest on wooden supports. Means when we are using the physical balance, then we can use leveling screws and we can take it up. But if we are not using, both the pans should rest on the base. Next, pointer. So what is the pointer? When the balance is in horizontal position, the pointer remains on the central zero mark of the scale. So here scale will be there. When the base is in horizontal position, this pointer should coincide with zero of the scale. Next, adjustment knob, K and O B children, W not there. Adjustment knob. So turning the knob raises the beam. The pans also rise from their support. The pointer swings equally on either side of the central zero marked on the scale. The object weights are then placed in their respective pans. Means when we are, so here one knob will be there, children. One adjustment knob will be there here. With the knob, if we turn the knob, both pans will be lifted up. If you adjust the knob, both pans will be lifted up and the pointer moves right side, left side, right side, left side. And objects placed in one pan, weights placed in another pan. Okay, like that we have to do. So balancing screws. So adjustment of the balancing screws ensures that pointer swings equally on either side of the zero mark. So here, if the pointer swinging left side more, so right side more, left side less. Like that, if it is swinging, means we have to adjust the leveling screws such that both sides it will swing equally. That we have to do. Next, for measuring mass of an object in the laboratory, you are provided with weight box which contain weights of 1 gram, 2 grams, 5 grams, 10 grams, 20 grams, 50 grams, 100 grams. All small weights. With the combination of these weights, from 1 to 100, any weight we can have. Suppose if I want 94, I can take 50 plus, 20 plus, 20 plus, 2 plus 2. That combination I can take. So with all these given weights, we can make any combination between 1 to 100 grams. So for more accurate measurement, sometimes milligram weights also provided. So children, a body whose mass is to be measured, kept in left hand pan. Equivalent weights are placed on right hand pan, so that beam should be horizontal. Total weights on right hand pan are counted, and this will give mass of the given body. Means we have to keep weights on the left pan, object on the left pan, and we have to use weights 20 grams. If the pointer is not, after swinging for some time, if it is not resting at zero, then we have to keep 2 grams Still, if it is not resting at 0, we have to keep 1 gram. Like that, we have to balance the weights on the right hand pan until the pointer, sorry children, not 0, not 0 children. Yes, yeah. Okay. We have to keep the object in the left hand pan and we have to keep the weights on the right hand pan until they are balanced. Until they are balanced. So this experiment you can understand better if you do practically, children. So just you have to keep an idea. So beam balance means used to measure mass of the object with complete accuracy without any mistake. It will be having different parts like pointer, plumb line, pans, leveling screws, knob, beam and everything. So it is mainly used in jewelry shops or gold shops for having accurate measurements. Next children, spring balance. So a spring balance is used to measure the weight of a body, children, at a given place. It consists of steel spring enclosed in a metallic case. So inside this we will have a steel spring. So outside we will be having a metal case and we will be having one hook here. The body to be weighed attached to the lower end of the hook of the spring balance. A pointer is attached to the lower end of spring balance. It also will be having one pointer. Sorry, here, not pointer, a hook. Hook is attached to the lower end of the spring balance for holding the object. So pointer is attached to the lower end of the spring. Here, if this is the spring, for the lower end of the spring, one pointer is attached. Where the pointer is stopped, there we will be having some markings here. Where the pointer is stopped, according to the scale, that will be the weight of the object. That will be the weight of the object, like that we can tell. So spring balance is used to find the weight of object, children. So let's we can create our own spring balance. Now you are going to learn how to make a spring balance by your own, children. Let's see this video. Okay, children. So like that, we can measure the weight of an object with a spring balance. So in previous video, they have measured with rubber tire and spring and rubber band. So like that, they have checked children. So you can also try with that. So in that way, we can make use of spring balance for measuring the weight. Means when there is no load and on the pan, the pointer reads to 0. So when the body to be weighed is placed on the pan or attached to the hook, the spring gets elongated due to weight of the body, and the position of the pointer, if this is the scale, because of the weight, the spring will elongate and the spring will come down. Along with that, pointer also will come down. This pointer, whatever value is there, that value will be the weight of the object. So in that way, we can measure the weight of an object with the help of spring balance. So here scale is there. If we attach any object to the hook, this spring will come down. Along with the spring, pointer also will come down. Before attaching weight, what is the pointer reading? After attaching the weight, what is the pointer reading? Difference between the two values will give the weight of the object. Okay, children, you have to once or twice you have to play the video to understand it better, so that you can learn about that physical balance and spring balance. So, okay, children, thank you for watching our video. So please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates. Thank you. Have a good day.